What's up, guys? So I got a bunch of work to do before H2O. It's in 2 weeks, not this weekend but the following weekend. So I put some G60 injectors in, took it out for a drive, ended up not being able to install. My idle screw was coming loose. So before I found that out, I was adjusting my distributor, and this bolt I feel snapped inside. Still on. Hopefully it comes straight off. I have a 50mm intake manifold I'm going to put on. I have to do a passenger side axle. I have to do the throttle bearing. I have all that. Got some other goodies on the way. Some brake lines. So I got to do all this before H2O. So let's see what I can get done today. Thankfully the bolt didn't break inside. I'm guessing my brother-in-law, who had the motor before me, had to repair one of these holes, because it looks like at the end of the bolt it has like some helicoil on it or something. I'm not too sure, but there's also another set of holes here, I guess, for depending on how you have to adjust your ignition timing. So I'm gonna do some research about that, and this will come right off. Take these bolts off, pop the fuel rail off, take that off. My one worry is that when I took these injector cups off the 8 valve, because they're plastic and I think they got a little damage in the way out, but I used them anyway, so hopefully I can still reuse them. If not, it's no big deal. They're plastic, they're like 20 bucks. So in about a second that'll be off. So I got everything off. There's just Allen bolts for the lower intake manifold part, a support in the back here, brake booster hose here, a connector on the throttle body. You disconnect the boot off the throttle body as well. Pop the fuel rail off, disconnect the fuel rail harness connector, and it's all here. I'm gonna clean this all up, clean up my head with brake cleaner, see how good we can get it clean. Hopefully it comes out clean. If not, I don't know, maybe I'll paint it. I have no idea. Not too sure yet. But I have the 50mm European one right here. I have to swap everything over. Injector cups. There's a block off plate I created for the 5th injector that I'm not using here. I could actually move it from here to here, delete this hose and put a cap on the end, swap over the throttle body cable holder and the throttle body, and that should pretty much be it. As you can see here, that's what it looks like without the cups, and with the cups. Well, with the cups, I can't show you right now. So I'm gonna get a rag, clean all this down, and see what else I can do while I have everything open here. Got this cleaned up a little bit better. Just wiped it down. Gotta go to the auto parts store and get some brake cleaner. Spray down the head. I got the injector cups out. They actually came out easy, because when I was trying to take the injector cups out of the 8 valve head I had, it was actually giving me a hard time. But I remember when I got this complete swap, it already had them in it. Previous owner had a Digi2 setup on this motor. Got everything off. Block off plate, the throttle cable bracket. I actually have to shave a little bit, because you can see here it's straight through, but on the European version that actually gets in the way, so I have to shave down the bracket a little bit, and everything I just did just goes right back on. Put the block off plate there, get the injector cups there. These gaskets are all new, so well, this one looks new. This one I'm gonna use it anyway. They're European gaskets, because they won't match up to the North American ones. All the parts are here. And yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff I got to do, and still trying to figure out what to do. I want to get all this painted for H2O, fan shroud, just clean up everything really, you know. So yeah, just keep moving. I ran into a little problem. The block off plate I made is actually smaller than this this setup here, so I'm gonna have to make a new one. I'm just gonna trace this gasket on a piece of metal, drill the bolt holes, and just cut it out. So just something annoying I have to do now, but yeah, it sucks. So you can see I got it all grinded up, and you can kind of see where it was hitting. Got it all grinded up. I wire wheeled it on my grinder as well. I'm gonna just spray it up, and this is all sorted out. What else? Use this paint. Got the block off plate all marked up. Got to cut it out and paint it. Got a little paint on the bracket. Everything's going smooth. Yeah, I don't know. Just boom. Block off plates all made up. Got 2 punches for the drill bit to go through. Got my drill press right here. About to punch these through. Came out really nice. I'm actually pretty happy with it. And get these holes through, and then just spray it up. Day 2. Sprayed up the engine bay with some degreaser, washing it down with some soap and water now. Valve cover came out nice. Got the head a little bit better. Decided to make a block off plate for my AC lines that go into the car. Got it all drawn up here. Finished the intake manifold. Block off plate came out good. Got the throttle cable bracket on. Painted up real nice. Throttle body on. Almost ready to put this back on. Hopefully I don't have any problems with all the water and the connections. Gotta make sure everything's dried out good. Re-taped and cleaned up my injector harness. So this came out really nice. Just trying to get everything good. And hopefully I don't have any problems. Got the block off plate all cut up. Clean up the corners, grind them down. Wire brush all this, paint it, drill the holes. This is what it's being replaced by. Got Steve and Nick here. Get this grinded up. And yeah, back on. Block off plate's still drying. Everything went smooth. Gotta get some new spark plugs. Blow out all the electrical connectors. Get all the water out so I don't have any problems. Some of the polished parts got a little oxidized from the degreaser I used. Yeah, almost there. It's coming together. So we'll see how it all turns out, if it wants to start or not. It's back together. I adjusted my intake tube holder so it sits a little better. Everything's connected. So let's try to start. First startup, let's see how it goes. Oh, there we go. Adjust the idle a little bit. Let's see. Not too bad. That's maxed out right now. Huh. Gonna do a little bit more fine tuning, but I'm happy. That little clunking sound you hear is actually a throwout bearing. That's next on the list to do before H2oi. It's really easy on these. It's right at the tail end right here, you take a cap off and the throw out bearing finger, you release the clutch cable, and it pretty much pops right out. I gotta do the passenger side axle. But yeah, I'm actually really happy right now. This is all done. Let her warm up a little bit, and then gotta take it down to the Meadowlands to have some privacy and see what I can make this thing do. It's like 10 o'clock at night right now, and I can't really make that much noise, so actually pretty happy it started right up. Now I don't have to like keep trying a bunch of times to see why it wouldn't be starting. This bright light I have on is actually like a headlight I have on my head. Energizer makes it, it's like 225 lumens. It's what I used to work on. It's what I use when I work on my car. So helpful. Sounds good.